You probably gathered from the previous videos that often the data gathering we go through as marketing analysts has to do with connecting systems. That's because we want to measure the effectiveness of advertising along the customer journey and across platforms. Marketers want to influence behavior, but the data related to the marketing and the data related to the behavior aren't always easily connected. The marketing takes place using one system, like advertising using Google, for instance. But the behavior we want to influence takes place on another. A purchase on a website, an app download, a purchase in a store, and so on. Many of the systems we talked about so far will help marketers to make connections, but these systems often have dependencies that are a bit out of our control. We already saw how users can delete or block cookies, for instance, or how browsers may prevent certain data collection. That's why we'll often rely on making more direct connections through the use of APIs. Let's explore what those are. An API, or an application programming interface, is a tool that establishes a connection between two pieces of software. An API allows two applications to talk to each other. The API is a little bit like a courier who transports information, requests, and so on from one system to another. Think of something as simple as sharing a news article on your Twitter feed. You are on a news article and you would like to share it on Twitter. An API will ensure that your request to share goes to Twitter, who will then in turn make sure the article appears on your Twitter feed. APIs really fuel our online experience today. Loads of connections are being made constantly between different websites and different systems online. So how exactly does the API play a role when it comes to data? Well, APIs make it possible to share data directly with certain marketing or advertising platforms. For instance, I can use the Facebook API to directly provide Facebook with data about what happened on my website, on my app, in my stores, and so on. Why does that matter? Well, I can send data to Facebook about purchases, for instance. Facebook can then help me figure out whether the ads I ran on their platform led to those purchases. I can use the API to pass on information about website purchases, but I can also pass on information from in-store purchases. Through an API, I can establish a connection and send the data that's relevant over that connection. Later in this program, we will dig deeper to see how APIs are relevant for marketers. To use an API, you would usually involve a developer who can help make the connection between your software and the software of the platform or tool you would like to connect with. Platforms like Facebook, Google, Twitter, and so on will provide the developer with all the information and code needed to integrate the API. APIs are an excellent tool for marketers to connect information from different platforms. They are especially powerful because they establish a direct connection between the publisher of a site or app and the platform it wants to connect to, without depending on other tools like browsers or operating systems. As a marketing analyst, using APIs to connect information from different platforms will give you more reliable information and prevents broken data connections.